Hello, hello. How is it going? Hope that everyone's having an awesome day, year, every everything. Um so today I was thinking like what should I talk about? What would be an interesting thing? And I've actually been getting a lot of questions from people about the whole self-publishing. Oh, so you self-published. What was it like to do that? And I really thought it would be great to actually go into my files and show you how I did my Amazon KDP file in InDesign. So we're going to go into my Amazon InDesign file. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I formatted everything. And the reason why I really wanted to go over this is because for me personally, it was so difficult. Like, honestly, I thought that I was going to be able to upload my PDF in a day because I'm a graphic designer. I work in Photoshop and Illustrator all the time. But working in InDesign was completely different. And I think it took about a week and a half to 2 weeks to actually upload everything with the correct bleed and margins. And I also ended up color correcting things. So, yeah, it definitely took a while. And it's also so important because literally this is the gap between you publishing your book. Like, like you can work on your book and spend all that time, creating and writing and drawing, but this is like the gate. This is the gatekeeper. This part is so important because this is the between you and publishing your book and showing it to everyone. For Amazon KDP, I don't really need to go too much into it. I mean, it's just having your book on Amazon is so huge and it's just such a big accomplishment and it's super exciting. So let's go into my InDesign file and I will show you what it looks like. All right, here we are. Woo woo. All right, here we are in my InDesign file. So my book, just to give you context, my book is 69 pages. And when you're doing your InDesign file, you need to have a separate InDesign file for the cover, which I have right here. And I'll definitely go over the cover also because the cover is so important. But right now, I'm going to be going into the interior of the book. And it's basically just all of the pages that are inside of your book. So the first page here is the author's note. Every book needs to have this. It's your copyright, published by, your website, and then your ISBN numbers. And what your ISBN number is it's pretty much like your book identification number. So you do have to purchase it. I ended up purchasing 10 of them. Oh, I forgot how much it was. I think it's like 200 or something like that to purchase 10 of them. And you also need a separate ISBN number for a paperback, hardcover, and an ebook. But yeah, I'm just like giving you a little bit of the anatomy of the book. And this is more for children's books, just so you know. And it's just a lot more thought process and work for books that have images that go over to the edge of the page. It's just a lot more tactical and like things you have to think about when setting up your file. So for me, I just have the author's note, the copyright. People have table of contents, but because mine is a children's book, I didn't add that. And most children's books do not have table of contents because they're shorter. Mine is a little longer, but I just felt like it didn't, I didn't really know how to put a table of contents in here. And, I just wanted to write a cute little message. And, when I walked around, I saw a lot of children's books. They would have like the logo, the name when you open the book. So I have the pages here and I have them facing so they're next to each other. So I'm going to go all the way down. This is basically how my book is set up, but it's a poem paired with an image that I drew on Procreate. So it's kind of your choice what you want to add to your book. For me, I wanted to make a little thing about myself. I wanted it to be tasteful, and I made this book for my grandmother. I just feel like she's always been there for me. I feel like she's like supporting me and like helping me do this right now, and it's amazing. So I really wanted to make this book for her. And then I just thought it would be so cute to write a little message from the main character. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the really important part. Like, this is the stuff that got me so confused. And I will actually leave links to help you because Amazon actually does provide a lot of really great information that's really useful. I'll be talking about the bleed, the margin, the trim, and how to set that and everything. The thing to keep in mind is that the margin will change depending on how many pages your book has. So if your book has more pages, then the margin is bigger. Okay, so when you are making your InDesign file, let's see, document setup. Okay, this part is so important. So my book has 69 pages. The width is 8.5 by 6.4. And I've set my margins to 0.375 on all of them. And the bleed, so the top and bottom is 0.25 and the outside is 0.125. And I know it's super confusing, but if you think about it, it's kind of like the inside of the book would have 0 bleed. Okay, so a really important part that I wanted to explain was when you're exporting your book, make it PDF. I'm just going to save this to my desktop. So all of this looks good. Make sure that you are on PDF X1A. I looked this up and this one is the standard for Amazon KDP, and it is to ensure that all fonts are embedded and transparency is flattened. Okay, so this is such a huge this part right here is so important, and I have to really mention this. Right here, this check mark, use document bleed settings. My Amazon got rejected multiple times because I forgot to select use document bleed settings. If you don't add that, have it checked in, then it will not add the extra bleed. And what bleed is, it is when the images go over to the edges, you need to have a little bit extra on the sides. So make sure that you have this checked. It's so important and one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Another important thing is like when you go to view, you can go to screen mode and you can see different views. So I have it now on bleed and then preview. Some of them are kind of similar. I think normal. Oh, okay. So normal, you can see all the lines. Like this red line right here is the bleed. And because my book extends over the page, I had to make sure that it exactly goes over here. And it reaches to the red lines. That's so important. And then what the margin is right here, it is the content spaces between the edge of the page. And the margin will actually change depending on if you have bleed or not. For me, mine is 0.375, and you can actually see it here under document setup right here. Margins 0.375. I have it on all of them, so make sure you have that set. And then I have my bleeds all over here. The trim size is just the actual size of the page. So trim size will be something like 8.5 by 6.4. But the trim size will change depending on your margin, which is like this extra stuff here. So my book actually is bigger because of the margin. So hopefully that helps. I will also leave links, and I think that should help a lot because Amazon actually does provide so many great sites and they explain everything so clearly. And I will just export it just so you can see. So save, replace, make sure that's correct. Most of this you don't need to change. This is just the most important part. So I'll export it and it should just look like it should look like something like this. It has different pages that you can just click. And hopefully this helps. And basically that PDF, that is what you will upload to Amazon as your interior. And just so you know, it does take time. Your computer is not freezing or bugging out. I think for the interior, it takes about 20 minutes just because it also depends on how large your file size is. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the cover right here. I also wanted to mention that Amazon does provide a cover PDF creator. You can use, I will give you a link and show you an example of the Amazon cover converter where you just input the sizes and you can use that as a template on top of your cover. So for the barcode, I'm going to have to find the link, but I just used a website and I just added my ISBN number and then I got my barcodes emailed to me and it was completely free. So I will find the links and send that over. Make sure it's a PDF. Make sure you do PDF X1A2001. Usually this is fine. You can just leave it and then make sure you click on that bleed and slug right here. Use document bleed settings. So I'm going to export it and there you have it. So I really hope that this helps you out. I think that now is just such a great time to publish your book. It's free to do. Please, please, please let me know if you have any questions. Honestly, I was so confused, but I would love to help and give you my advice. Or, have you tried to self-publish or are you currently working on a book? Please let me know. I just hope this helps you out. I mean, I think we all have such great, creative abilities, and I've met so many people that want to publish a book, and this is kind of like the thing that helps you, like, this is the gate that gets you to having your book on Amazon. So I really hope that this helps you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.